Maestro Bravest was born and raised in East London to Jamaican parents. Along his journey in life, he had come to a place where he had decided to give up on God completely and renounce his name. He decided that he was going to follow the Rastafarian way of life. That very same night, early hours of the morning, after coming off the phone to one of his cousins in Jamaica, something happened that was about to change his life. He was attacked by a demon. He said he thought he was going to die that night. The demon bound him up so he was unable to move. It also closed off his airways, which left him fighting for his life as he was unable to breathe. All of a sudden, Maestro could hear a small voice in the back of his head telling him to call on Jesus' name. As he called out his name in his head because he was unable to speak, the demon left him and everything was restored. It humbled him to think that on that very same day, he had renounced God's name, yet still God showed up for him when he needed him the most. He said with that in mind, he had to give his life to Christ, and he was eternally grateful. Coming from a Jamaican background, he had always been in and around dancehall music. He said going from dancehall to gospel and from Vybz Kartel to Hillsong was a very big struggle for him. He realised that many other Christians must be struggling with the same situation as him, and that's when he decided to become a minister for the Lord. And that is when Brave Boss, aka Maestro Bravest, was birthed. He's been ministering for over 2 years now and has had a tremendous impact, giving God all the glory. He has recently just released a new single called Reflection. He expressed to No Shame Records that Reflection came about during a time he was fasting. He was spending time with God and didn't want to ask him for anything. He just wanted to thank him for being God, thank him for his goodness and mercy and his kindness towards him. In one of his previous songs, TYSG, he talks about people taking life for granted. He says we take for granted the protection God gives us from seen and unseen dangers, even down to just waking up every morning. He ends the conversation with No Shame Records by saying, I don't only just want to know God in the bad times, I also want to know him in the good times too. Reflection is available now on every digital platform. Thank you for listening.